It all, this is a warning, you better avoid poets and paranoid, DJs destroy. Guess I came back.
Something cause she ballin'. If my brother need it, he know he got it. On the hood, by speed and running the bottle. Got the G43 and I swear that bitch go bang. Every time your shit come out, she cutting it off. It's only one of me, you cannot touch my brain. You just can't. I'm with all my guys, he's the same.
Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is something that we have never seen before in our own entire eyes, ladies and gentlemen. This nigga Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is not only the best basketball player in the world, not only the runner-up, and he is going to win his second back-to-back MVP. But let's talk about what Shai Gilgeous-Alexander did last year. Make sure y'all smash the like button as you're coming in. This guy, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, led the Thunder to a historical team last year, leading them to a top 2 offense, anchoring a historical team from a net rating standpoint, and leading them to a finals and winning a championship as well, while winning finals MVP, winning a scoring title, winning first team All-NBA, and leading Oklahoma City to a historical ball club. This season, SGA is one of 4 players to win an MVP, finals MVP, and a scoring title in the same season. That was last year, right? He has, in the 2025 playoffs, right? He has 30 points in 15 games, the second most outside of Jordan and Olajuwon. He has 20-plus points in 94 fucking straight games. The second longest streak all time, right behind Wilt Chamberlain. This guy, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, is already a top 5 scorer all time. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is already a top 4 scorer all time. His peak from a guard is already the best guard peak in NBA history. But he is the next. He is the next Michael Jordan and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. He's improving his three-point shooting. He's leading the Oklahoma City Thunder to a 22 win and 1 loss ball club this season. The only teams that's done that are historical teams, like the Golden State Warriors, 73-9 team, like the 96 Bulls, right? Historical teams that have done that. But SGA is the next Michael Jordan. He is just as good as Jordan. I agree. SGA is just as good as Jordan. We're talking about a guy that is now added to his 3-point shot. SGA was already prolific from the mid-range. He was already elite, historically great from the mid-range. But you're sitting there and telling me that he's adding a 3-point jump shot to shoot 40% from the 3-point line. This nigga SGA, we have never seen anything for that. He's a manipulator. He plays at his own space, elite body control. This nigga SGA just dropped 33 points, shooting 83% from the fucking field. Yes, Moss, he's just as good as MJ. You sound dumb. He's just as good as MJ, Moss. The fuck is wrong with you, nigga? You want to sit there and hate on SGA because SGA is proving your dumb ass wrong. He is just as good as MJ. I won't say he's better than Michael Jordan, but he's just as good. Because when we look at it from a point guard perspective, what can't Shai do? He's already an elite mid-range jump shooter. He's already historically one of the greatest drivers we've seen. He's already an elite finisher. He's already elite from the mid-range. He's already crafty and elite in the post game. He's already one of the best manipulators and ability to get to the free throw line that we have ever seen. His IQ is off the charts. So when you ask someone that is literally for over the last 3 seasons has averaged fucking 30, now we have to have conversations like, okay, so it's sustaining. His greatness is sustaining to historical levels. It's sustaining to historical levels. Real talk. It's sustaining to historical level. He said Curry the best guard since Kobe. See, Miles, you the one that sit there and value. Let's look at what Miles value. Miles sit there and value two-way play. Miles has always sat there and said that, oh my goodness, if you don't play two sides of the basketball, I can't put you on the level of the players that play two sides of the ball. SGA is not only an elite defender, but he's an elite offensive player. As good as Curry was offensively, he was nowhere near to the defense as SGA. But Miles want to sit there and move the goalposts and sit there and change up what he actually values. SGA is doing something that we have never seen before. When you in the conversation of Wilt, we have never seen before. Not Kobe, not Jordan. Kobe and Jordan has never had a streak where they're scoring 20 consecutive points the way that SGA is done. And Wilt Chamberlain is doing that shit against white boys. SGA is doing that shit against niggas while also being a 6'6" guard. I've been trying to tell y'all niggas SGA the MVP. I've been trying to tell y'all SGA is a historical player. So when you got these old head niggas who's trying to sit there and say, oh yeah, Kobe's still better, just sucking on Kobe's cock. Not even sit there and open up the conversation that, yes, SGA is just as good as Kobe. We're going to sit there and say, oh, yeah, Kobe's better. Kobe has never had a regular season from the efficiency, from the quality of shot, from the manipulation as SGA. Never had a season like that. The only nigga that had a season like SGA is, and that's the only nigga that I'm attaining from a guard, is Michael Jordan. That's the only nigga I'm entertaining in the regular season from a guard is Michael Jordan. Maybe Steph. But the reason why I can't put Steph over Shai, because Shai is way better defensively than Curry. Real talk. Real talk, Chad. We have never seen nothing like that at what Shai is doing. Ma sitting there said we seen something like Shai did. So tell me a guard that has 94 straight 20-point games straight and 94 games like SGA. Name me a nigga that's done some shit like that. You can't name me that shit, Maz. You can't name me that shit. SGA over his last 10 games, 33, 4, and 6. 75% true shooting percentage. He's shooting 61, 64, 86 splits. He's shooting 64% from the three-point line. He's not only Shai is that fucking good, Maz. He is so clutch, so fucking clutch. He is the clutchest player in the fucking league. Shai, in over his last 100 regular season game, 3,200 points, 637 assists, 164 steals, 52% field goal percentage. The only player other to match or exceed those numbers over 100 game span steals were first track was Michael Jordan. Shai is in a conversation of fucking Jordan, bitch. He in a conversation of fucking Jordan, nigga. The fuck is we talk? We're watching the all-time great season. When are we going to sit there and recognize greatness, brother? When are we going to sit there and recognize greatness? But we got niggas like Ma sit there and say soft-ass era when Steph Curry played in the same soft-ass era, and you sit there and continue to dick suck Steph Curry. Steph Curry played in the same soft-ass era, and you still got Steph Curry as one of the best guards in the game. LT, I'm not doing too much. You doing too much. See, when you a Kobe dick rider, right, you do too much. Because you're not willing to concede that other players are better than Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Bro, do y'all know what Shai is doing, chat? Like, I honestly don't think y'all niggas understand it until it's like maybe 3 seasons in when Shai got like 3 MVPs and coming up to his like 3rd or 4th championship, where y'all then gonna sit there and say, oh yeah, this nigga is like the greatest we ever seen. What this nigga is doing is insane. Like, I don't think y'all understand what this nigga is doing. His season this year is rivaling Steph Curry's best season. He averaging more points than Curry, shooting better percentage from the field than Curry. The only thing Curry got him is on 3-point percentage and free throw percentage. But Shai is a better scorer than Curry because he bends the defense by driving the ball to the basket. So when you're driving the ball to the basket, that means that your secondary creators are facing a tilted defense because the amount of gravity and the way that you can be able to like manipulate defenses because your ability to drive the ball to the basket which force like open looks for your teammates. He does that better than Curry. He gets to the rim better than Curry. He shoots mid-range better than Curry. He's a better post player than Curry. He got better touch around the rim than Curry. So that's why he's a better scorer than Curry. Real talk. He said Curry better off ball gravity. Curry shifts defense more than SGA. By that logic, that means Curry better than Kobe, Moss. You see how easy work you are, Moss? By that logic, Curry better than Kobe. Curry better than Kobe. You cook. If that's your analogy about who shift defense more off the ball and who got better off ball gravity, then Shai better than Curry better than Kobe. You easy work. You easy work. You said Kobe elite off the ball. Curry clears Kobe off the ball. What's your point? And SGA is great off the ball. You don't need to be elite off the ball. You don't need to be elite off the ball. If your argument is about being elite off the basketball, and that's the reason why you measured the whole trajectory of like offensive players and shit like that, then LeBron James is better offensively than Magic. Because LeBron better off the ball than Magic. Or Shai is better than Magic offensively because Shai better off the ball than Magic. You easy work, Moss. You can't pick and choose. Because Magic was not playing off the basketball. Magic was primary ISO. That's what Magic was. Getting to the basket, initiating some of the best transition running gun offenses and shit like that. But like I sat there and said, what Shai is doing is just historical. Shai is like literally the best player I have seen in this era. Like, I'm taking SGA peak over niggas like Curry, Harden, Kawhi, KD, Giannis, Jokic, D-Wade, Kobe. Nah. Matter of fact, I can see a debate with Kobe, right? I can see a debate with Kobe. I personally would prefer Shai. Only guard niggas that I'm not taking his peak over is Jordan. Real talk. This nigga said, "What about Tatum? Get the fuck out of here." This nigga said, "What about fucking Jason fucking Tatum?" This nigga sat there and said, "What about Jason fucking Tatum?" You lost your fucking mind, bro. So we gotta be honest, bro. We gotta be honest and speak the facts. What Shai is doing is historical. It's great. It's something that we have never seen before. Kawhi and his peak. Yes, I'm taking SGA over Pete Kawhi. The only thing SGA was better than Kawhi is Kawhi was better than SGA is in the playoffs. But SGA offensively is better than Kawhi because he's a better playmaker, a better passer, better driver. The only thing Kawhi is better than that nigga is probably shooting and efficiency in post game and strength. But when we look at the full total package, it's SGA. Real talk. A fact, Amir. Salute my guy, Amir. I haven't heard from you in a minute. Salute my brother. That's a fact. But what this nigga SGA is doing, we have never seen nothing like this before. Like, when your numbers is rivaling some of the all-time great players, then yes, we got to have conversations. And people sat there and said, Mookie, why you don't give Jokic his praise? Because Jokic is just one of the worst deep defenders in NBA history. So when you wanted to basketball is played two sides of the ball. You play offense and defense. So when you got SGA, that is also one of the better shot blocking guards in the NBA, right? He's very great at being able to stunt driving lanes on the weak side, right? SGA is not a lockdown defender. He is not a great to elite level isolation defender on the perimeter. But his role is being able to stunt at gaps, being able to blow up driving lanes, and be able to provide that help as a shot blocking guard. That's what makes SGA great. Defensively. That would make SGA great defensively. But SGA is just as good, if not better, than Kobe. Also, when we look at SGA and Kobe, right? SGA takes more quality shots than Kobe. We never try to see SGA try to pump fake over 2 to 3 defenders just to hit a jump shot. SGA manipulate him with movements, fake, getting to the rim, driving the ball to the basket. That's how SGA manipulates his defenders. Right? When we're looking at just who has this higher scale on the ball, right? Who can scale on the ball and be able to create high efficient offense, right? By manipulating the second side defender, right? And be able to get to the mid range while also just driving the ball better. I think SGA drives the ball better than Kobe. He gets to the rim better than Kobe. So when you master all of that and the improvements that he's making from the 3-point line, it's insane. But I mean, I'm glad that people are in the chat are agreeing that SGA is the best guard we ever seen. I'm glad people are now agreeing with that. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad people are now understanding of that, that SGA is one of them guys, you know what I'm saying? And SGA is very elite, and we're looking at and we're witnessing the next Michael Jordan, you know what I'm saying? And then we got niggas like this guy right here. What's this guy name? This guy, Ninja Jersey. sat there and said, how can you be a fan of SGA with all that flopping? He ain't flopping. See, if you know basketball, SGA is manipulating. What manipulating means is that I can read players in, like, if I have a counter, if I hit him with a jab step and then he react on that first move, then how I'm going to manipulate him to, jump into me so I can draw a foul. It's called manipulation, and that's what SGA does. Real talk. SGA, just look at the stats. Look what the stats. He said SGA never made a defensive team, my man. He's a decent defender, not good. First of all, see, this is another casualty. And this is come from a Kobe fan. First of all, defensive teams is not the accurate depiction of who you are as a defender. We have seen great defenders in this era not make all defensive teams, right? Jason Tatum is a great defender. I don't even think Jason Tatum has made a defensive team. He's literally arguably one of the best wing defenders in the game. And I don't even think Jason Tatum has ever made a all defensive team. So to sit there and use all defensive teams as the accurate depiction of who you are as a defender is crazy, especially coming from a Kobe fan when Phil Jackson has sat there and claimed numerous of times that Kobe lacks the foundation of off-ball defense, and he was making those all defensive teams because of the highlights, the stats, right? That voters get their panties wet and still vote for those rewards. And this guy, LT, can't guard. You're just a casual. I'm not going to argue with you. This nigga said, hey, Jason Tatum doesn't play defense like that. That's why you never. Yeah, you're a casual. You're a bot. You're a fucking bot. You're a fucking bot. What I want you to do, LT, just stop talking basketball. Just give up and fucking watch hockey or some shit. Go watch fucking hockey and shit, nigga. Go watch fucking hockey and shit. Just give up, nigga. Give the fuck up. This nigga said Jason Tatum doesn't even play defense. What a fucking idiot. You just don't know basketball. So when you got somebody that just don't know basketball, don't know how to break down the game, and don't know how to break down the sport, it gets embarrassing. Make sure y'all money. Get these likes up, brother. Get these likes up, brother. We got over. Make sure y'all smash the like button, brother. This is sad, bro. We got people that just sitting there just lying on this nigga Jason Tatum. Hold on, we got somebody in here. Kenny, how you doing, Kenny?
Salute, boo.
Salute.
Nah, I disagree with your title. Let me tell you why.
Oh my God.
Shai is a great player. I think Shai is gonna be one of the all-time greats when he retire. But to compare him to Michael Jordan just because he had one magical run is not fair to Shai, and it's not fair to Michael Jordan. Because here's why. Shai is great in his own way, and Jordan was great in his own way. I think Jordan on both ends of the floor cleared Shai. I think Jordan was a playoff riser and way more efficient than Shai.
Let's get this. Hold on, Ken. Let's get this straight. I don't think Shai is better than Jordan. What I mean is Shai actually. What I mean, Shai is the actual next Michael Jordan, because relative to this era, he is producing similar stats and they have similar build to Michael Jordan. So when we sit there and say that Shai is the next Michael Jordan, we're talking about relative to the era. Me sitting there saying he's the next Michael Jordan is not sitting there saying he's better than Jordan. I got Shai the greatest. I got Jordan the greatest player of all time. So you got to come in here, instead of fucking wanting to get on your fucking knees and want to cook SGA, you got to come in here and fucking listen, Ken. When you look at Shai's manipulation. When you look at Shai's ability to drive the ball to the basket, when you look at Shai's ability to control pace, and then his combination with elite handles and crafts, right? With his vision to be able to make second side reads, be able to prove on his 3-point jump shooting as well. And you then combined it with everything that he put in his repertoire, right? Being a very good weak side shot blocking guard defender, being able to stud driver lanes on the weak side as well, right? Being able to create events with your sudden movement, that being able to tilt defenses to help your other players as well, right? That then produce a guy that has the second most 20-point game scoring streak in NBA history, right behind Will, right? That then produce a guy that is averaging 30, shooting 50, 40, 90, and giving you less than fucking 2 turnovers a game. That then give you a guy that is second straight season is leading a historical Oklahoma City Thunder ball club, and that is missing his second best player for majority of the season. That is also, in over your 7 to 8 games played this season, you have sat out the fourth quarter. You know why you sat out the fourth quarter? Because you would dominate your teams and you destroyed teams for over the next 3 quarters to a point where you can sit there and let the fucking G League players come in and get some starting play, right? Because that's historical. That's how great SGA is, nigga. So, like I said here and said, brother, that's why he's the next Michael Jordan.
Okay. Can I respond to that?
Go ahead, brother.
I agree and I disagree with you. I think his numbers, you can compare it to Jordan. I still think that you said that he can be the next Michael Jordan. That's a wait and see, because when I think of Jordan or somebody comparison to Jordan, I think of championships. And the closest we've seen to that was Kobe beating Bryant. And ever since Kobe beat,
what the fuck?
yeah. I don't just think of
Kobe got most of his championships with fucking Shaq, and he wasn't even the best player on those championship teams.
He won without Shaq.
So how are you going to sit there and compare Kobe to Michael Jordan?
He was the closest. He was the closest.
Time out. Pipe down. How are you going to sit there and compare Kobe Bryant and sit there and say he's the closest thing to Michael Jordan because of championships, when Kobe didn't even win Finals MVP for most of the championships that he won? Jordan did. Jordan was the best player on 6 of his championships, 6 Finals MVPs, 6 championships, where Kobe has 5 championships and 2 Finals MVPs. How can you then sit there?
Can I tell you why?
Because of championships, when he didn't accomplish the same things that Michael Jordan has did, Ken.
All right, let me tell you why. You think you're trying to confuse me or cook me is not working. I'm gonna tell you why. Michael Jordan has all Finals MVPs and Kobe only has 2, compared to Jordan hasn't all his 6. If Jordan played with the likes of a prime Shaquille O'Neal, he would at least have 2 of those Finals MVP taken away from him. Yes, he would. Yes, he would.
You're on mute. This is why Ken is a dumb idiot. Michael Jordan Shaq at his peak is not better than Jordan.
It's not about being better. It's not about being better.
No. If Jordan had Shaq on the team, Jordan would be the best player. Jordan.
It's not. I'm saying Finals MVP. Finals MVP, not best player.
He would have won Finals MVP. What the fuck are you talking about? Jordan is the greatest Finals.
He could at least hold on.
No. Tell me. Jordan is the greatest Finals MVP performer in NBA history.
Okay, but he didn't play with the most dominant center of all time, bro. That's what I'm saying. If you play with the most Kobe played with the most dominant center of all time, bro. If Michael Jordan played with the most dominant center of all time, he would have at least less. He would have 2 less Finals MVP, bro.
If Jordan played with Shaq would not be the best player on that team, kid. What the fuck are you talking about?
You keep changing. You keep moving the goalposts. I didn't say the best player. I said Finals MVP. Hold on, Mook. I'm about to cook. Hold on. Let me cook, bro. Let me cook. Hold on. How many times we see players win Finals MVP and they're not the best player? Was Jaylen Brown the best player on the Celtics
Jordan
in
is second at
2022?
MVP,
Was
and is
Jaylen
what
Brown
I'm
the best
trying to
player on the
say.
Celtics 2022 when he won the Finals MVP over Tatum, nigga?
No, we didn't
No,
talk.
we
Nigga, get
all
your
know
ass in
that.
that body bag, nigga.
Cook
What
because he
the hell are
didn't
you
perform the
proving?
best on the team. That was narrative.
Even if Shaq is not winning MVP over Jordan. Get that shit through your head.
Yes, he
That
could. Yes, he
nobody's
could.
not
He was the
allowing
most
that shit to
dominant
happen.
center of all time, nigga.
No, he's not. Okay, and what the fuck that's supposed to mean?
Nigga, they
Kareem,
would play through. Are you crazy? They would
hold on.
play through Shaq
Kareem is the
in the
most
triangle
dominant. Hold on.
offense.
Kareem was one of the most dominant centers ever, and he lost his Finals MVP to Magic. What the fuck does that mean?
Okay.
My point is to
Okay.
sit there and say. My point is to sit there and say this is that you just making a hypothetical. We don't know, but we all know guaranteed, and this is why Kobe is not comparable to Michael Jordan, because Kobe was never the best player on the championship teams to the degree of Michael Jordan. He wasn't.
Yeah, 20. I meant 24. My bad. I meant 24. I got the year mixed up. But 24, yeah. Jaylen Brown won Finals MVP, and Tatum was quote unquote the best player according to most
He
Celtics fans.
That's true though. Like even if you look at the finals, they don't player in the finals. He just gave the fucking on the so it's like it's not like elevates Tatum to a significant degree that they come out to be. That's just a narrative that you're spewed and no one's going for.
Hey, Lex, fix
So
your mic. Fix your mic.
Let me try.
Yeah, but hold on. Mookie, I just realized, nigga, Kobe Bryant, wasn't he a second year player? Wasn't he in like his second or third year when Shaq was winning Finals MVP on our Lakers? Come
No,
on, bro.
no, he was not, kid. What the fuck are you talking about?
He was still a young player though. He wasn't Kobe
Not in
yet.
his second year. What the fuck are you talking about? Do you know what Kobe was
Okay, but
drafted?
he was in like his third or fourth year. He wasn't Kobe. He wasn't Kobe yet, bro. Stop it.
No,
Michael
but what
Jo-
can't
Michael
what
Jordan. Hold on. Yeah, go ahead, bro.
can't. What I'm saying is this: when Kobe started winning championships, Ken was in 19 fucking goddamn what was it? 19 fucking
It was 2000, 1999, 2000.
yeah, it was 1999 to 2000. Kobe Bryant was literally like what was he like fucking 3-4 years in the league. So no, like nigga, he was not in his second year in the fucking league, Ken.
Okay, but hold on. Kobe Bryant had to listen. Kobe Bryant as a rookie compared to Michael Jordan as a rookie. Michael Jordan had way more opportunity, had bigger role. Kobe Bryant was on the bench. Then Kobe Bryant had to come off the bench in the second year and earn his minutes and earn his way. Michael Jordan came into the league and was already dominant.
All you proving is that Kobe was not that guy compared to Michael Jordan. So when you sit there,
No, I never said.
hold on.
I'm
When you
saying
sit there
he was the
comparing,
closest. The
hold on,
closest.
when you sit there compared to other niggas that was actually that guy, right? Then that's when we have to have the conversation as well. Real talk.
But hold on, we seen Kobe as the guy. He won championships though.
No, nigga, he won championships with Shaq.
And without Shaq, nigga, come on. It's
Okay,
crazy.
but when you're comparing it to when you sit there saying that he is the Michael Jordan because of championships, he's not, because when you contextualize the championship, he wasn't the best player on all of his championships, Ken. That's my point. Now, how you doing?
Nah, I mean, listen. You could say
But
that.
I'm talking about SGA. SGA is the best player in the league. He's the next thing that we have seen since Michael Jordan in this league. The numbers that he's putting, he's already better than Pete KD. He's already better than Pete Kawhi. He's already better than all these niggas' peaks.
That's
All
crazy.
we're saying is that when we compare it to the others, then that's when we got to have a deep conversation.
But Shay's not a playoff riser though. In terms of no. I'm not talking about terms of. I'm talking about in terms of efficiency. If you want to compare, if you want to say he's better than Kawhi, KD, and these greats in terms of efficiency, and that matters. That matters. Efficiency matters because that we bring that up in arguments. He's not more efficient than KD in the playoffs. He's not more efficient than Kawhi in the playoffs. I don't think he's more efficient than Kobe in the playoffs. So I mean that
Yeah, but
matters, man.
the reason why those guys was more efficient outside of Kobe is that those guys had better spacing than SGA. So when you had the other guys like KD who had Russ and had Curry and had Clay and had all these spacing that maximize his value as a player, that helps his efficiency. The same goes for Curry. The same goes for a nigga like Kawhi, right? Those guys have better spacing. SGA doesn't have no elite secondary creators. SGA doesn't have no great spacing on the roster. You're gapping all these niggas off, and you're not fucking.
And they
At
make you pay. And they make you pay. What are you
No,
talking
they
about?
don't. No, they don't.
Okay, what? Oh my
They
god.
they shot 20% on open threes last year in the playoffs.
But hold on. Where did OKC rank in terms of offenses last year? Top 5, top 3?
Yeah, because of SGA.
So hold on. So all right. So but let me ask you a question. Can SGA play off the ball?
Absolutely, he can't play off the ball. Did you not
Okay.
watch
All
the
right.
playoffs last year?
So then. So all right. So when he's playing when he's playing off the ball, who's creating the advantage? There? His teammates, right?
No, he's creating the advantage. What the fuck are you talking about?
If he's playing off the ball, right, and his teammates
Yes,
has the ball and they don't.
he's creating an advantage because he's bending the defense, so he's getting the defense reacting to what he's doing. So if SGA is playing off the basketball and they use him as a screener, right, and that gets a defense to be able to then load up on SGA, he's creating that advantage.
So is he an elite off the ball player?
He's a
good.
very
It's a yes or no question. What'd you say?
No, he's not elite. Not elite. No.
So how
What he has to be
how is
elite
he
off?
bending the defense if he's not an elite off the ball
What he
player?
has to be? Why he has to be elite off the ball?
No, you say he's bending the defense.
When,
How are you gonna bend the defense and not elite off the ball?
Why does he have to be elite off the ball when he's the most efficient on ball player in that we have ever seen in the NBA?
No, because my point is that you got other creators and playmakers on the team and shot makers who can hit shots around
Playmaker. He
SGA.
was the playmaker.
J-Dub is a decent playmaker. Caruso's a decent
J-Dub
playmaker.
is not no floor general playmaker. He's not no guy that is creating majority of the advantages. He's not bending.
No.
He's not. J-Dub is not tilting no defense for Shai to be able to operate on the weak side. No, he's not.
So all right, so Mook, do we Shai do you can you say that you see Shai get constant double teams?
Ken, what the?
No,
Are you fucking
be real.
Yes,
Yes,
dumbass.
yes.
What the fuck is
So,
wrong with you? Yes.
So all right,
Probably
so
the
hold
most
on,
double player in the game.
bro. Come on, y'all niggas be bro. We do not see Shai get double team because they respect OKC.
Yes, he
team,
does. He
bro.
does get
That's a
double
lie.
team. What the fuck are you talking about? When they
So
run a
I-
slot in beer, if they run it, when they run that slot action, they're sending two to the ball to SGA. When they run a ghost screen, they blitz SGA off the they're not even ignoring the guy that's setting the screen. They're sending two to the ball to SGA. What the fuck are you talking about, Ken?
Wait, can you pull up the numbers when SGA gets blitzed and he makes the right play? What's the percentage of the times that his teammates hit the shots? Can you pull up those numbers?
What is the point of that?
There's no number
nigga.
for that.
I mean, listen, nigga. The point is, nigga, when he gets double teamed and he makes the right play, nigga, his teammates hit the shots. That's the point, nigga.
What does that have to do with it?
What that have to do with him? What the fuck
Why
does
is
it
that
do?
relevant?
Because hold on. Mookie just brought up the point that OKC don't have no other elite, don't have no other playmakers who could bend the defense other than Shai, and no guys who and he said OKC was one of the worst shooting teams, but I think that stat is flawed because
I didn't say they were the worst shooting team. I said they don't provide elite spacing. In elite spacing.
Where did you say they ranked that 3 last year? What did you say? You said something about
in the playoffs. They shot 20% on open threes last year. Catch and shoot.
Right.
I mean that's a flawed stat to me because they still were one of the best.
No, it's not. It's a large.
In terms of points per game, one of the best offenses. So I don't.
Not in the playoffs.
And in a half court.
Not in the playoffs. No, they would not. Not in the playoffs. No, they would not.
Where they rank their offense in the playoffs?
Yeah, when we talk about spacing, we're talking about defenses staying glued to that proper shooter. So when SJ drives the ball to the basket, and if you have an elite shooter on the weak side as well, right? They're staying home. But the problem that they don't stay home, they fucking have SGA pick up the ball early when he drive the ball to the basket and force Shai to make that read to the weak side. So that's what I'm sitting there saying is that he doesn't have elite spacing and elite shooting, and yet he carrying one of the most efficient half court offenses in the NBA.
I mean, I disagree with that. I don't think we've seen any player win championships without great. You have to have great floor space. You have to have at least two
What?
knockdown shooters, and then another creator / ball handler who could take pressure off your star player.
That's a lie.
All right, so name me the team. Name me the team.
You don't. Let me finish. You don't need to have elite space to.
I didn't say elite. I said great.
championship.
I said great. I said great. I didn't say elite. I
You
said
don't need
great.
great either. Like you can.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do. Yes, you do.
Don't. You can.
So name me the team. Name me the team that won without great floor space.
I mean, nigga, you telling me to name the fucking team? You keep speaking. Shut the fuck up for a second.
Nigga, first of all, you gotta get off that PCP ass mic, nigga. That shit going in and out.
Shut the fuck up. Fucking the 2000 Kobe's Lakers weren't even elite on floor space.
The 04 Pistons.
The Pistons weren't elite on floor space.
Right.
OKC wasn't elite.
The 96 to 98 Chicago Bulls.
The Bulls
No,
I'm elite.
I said relative to this era, bro. Stop it, bro. I said relative to this era.
Literally did not.
I said relative to this era, bro. Stop it. I said relative to this era, bro. Come on, bro.
The 2004. Hold on.
The 2000 what?
The 2000 fucking goddamn was it 2020 Lakers?
2000. They had good floor spacing. They had great good to great floor spacing. They had hold on. I can name you the shooters. They had KCP. He shot like 35.
That's the only thing that they got. That's the only thing.
No. Danny Green. He shot good from 3.
Bro, get the fuck out of here, bro.
Danny Green. Kuzma shot good from 3 that year too. Even AD shot good from 3 that year too. Come on, bro. Stop it.
Y'all was trying to get rid of Kuzma. Why are you trying to act like Kuzma is the elite, bro? Stop playing.
I didn't say elite. I said he shot good from 3 that year, bro. Stop it, bro.
But you act like you elite to like great, like to get a championship. That's not true.
Bro, my point is, bro, you need relative to this era, you need good to great floor space because if you don't, your best, it doesn't matter how good the defensive players are, they will get ran off the floor if they can't hit shots.
That's
bro.
not true because
that's why Lou Dort was able to stay on the court, nigga.
When you see OKC, when you look at OKC, you're not just a great defensive team. They're probably one of the greatest